everyone, I'm Amena and welcome back, explorers, to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here or are a repeat visitor, be welcome. Be sure to also look at the description below for all credits given. And with that said, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Well, the last vlog I talked about heroes you can commonly find in places like manga and comics and anime and cartoons and stuff like that. But since we're talking about heroes, there there are also heroes you can find in games, but they have more of a, shall we say, class system. But the reason I feel comfortable with talking about this is because anime and mangas also do some gamey things like dungeon typing, having guilds and adventure parties. Oh, uh, that reminds me. There's a game that has dungeons in its titles, and one of the enemies happens to be dragons. So, yeah, either way, with all that said, as I said before, there are classes, or rather, character classes if you're going the game route. But even by saying that, the manga has to still use the same terminology for the most part, though not always. So, with all that, what I'll do is tell you the names of the classes, or, well, some of the names. I'm not going to uh, read what the uh, character class description is, save for a few main ones, maybe? So, either way, you have a barbarian as one class, you have a bard as another, a cleric, and a druid. There's fighters, a monk, a paladin, a ranger, a rogue, a sorcerer, a warlock, or a wizard. And I haven't even I'm pretty sure I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. But then you get into all the other things. But you know what? In anime and in manga, you need a fighter, you need a rogue, which is usually a thief or something like that. You need a healer that's usually done by a magic user of some sort, such as a cleric, which is a priest, or a magician, which can also be a warlock or whatever. And yes, warlock, witch, same thing. And your rangers happen to be the ones that do the archery, the scouting ahead, and well, when you come right down to it, Rangers can also fit in the rogue class, I think. But either way, there are so many things with that. I think what I'll do is okay. What I'll do, read the main ones. A fighter, a skilled warrior with a mastery of weapons and armor, well acquainted with death, both meeting it out and defying it. Uh-huh. We kinda need those. I will. Oh, okay. A ranger is honed with deadly focus and harnesses primal powers to protect the world from the ravages of monsters and tyrants. But that's not all they are. We'll talk about the rogue. Okay, a rogue has a knack for finding the solution to just about any problem, prioritizing subtle strikes over brute strength. Okay, they're not talking about the trap disarming and stuff like that. Oh, that would be a thief. Okay. A wizard casts spells of explosive fire, arcing lightning, subtle deception, and spectacular transformations. Okay, these classes provide a framework for how your character operates in combat, exploration, and role playing situations. I think we just wanted the first part. Oh, um, I think I missed the cleric? Oh, a cleric. A divine spellcaster who channels the magic of the outer planes to bolster people and battle foes. Okay, so that's fun. But you know what? Um, it doesn't. It it really doesn't capture a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. But you know what? All these different classes, all these different people, before they go dungeon diving or whatever, or facing the Demon King or Queen in some cases, I'm remembering certain anime that was obviously inspired by manga. Oh, wow. Before they can do anything like that, they have to go to the guild. A guild is a place where a group of people gather to take quests and do heroic things. Well, there's a lot more to it than that, but you know what? That's fine. If you're wondering about mangas and anime, one of the best examples I can think of is Fairy Tale. And yes, I am fairly certain that Fairy Tale, the anime, was originally started as a manga. Though, admittedly, you may have missed some things from the animation adaptation of the manga. So, if you like to read, if you can find Fairy Tale in manga form, go ahead, read it. But with all that said, once the group of heroes and heroines gather together and in the guild, they have to form their adventure party. Adventures, or yeah, an adventure party. Basically, a party of heroes. And those adventurers can become very famous and very heroic. Um, yeah, and I will, uh, yeah, I will also leave a link in the description below for where I found my information for the D&D classes. Yes, I had to go there, but it's not a full list. It's just main ones that people use. And I specifically uh, didn't say anything about bards. Bards are a whole different beast as far as I'm concerned. But either way, next time I think I will talk about a different kind of, well, yeah, I'll talk about more heroes in my next vlog. But for now, I'm going to leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.